So more and more Canadians are having to work longer to pay for your WHACKO policies and mismanagement.
Let's watch two Conservative senators blast the Liberal government and see how Trudeau's representative handles it. First up, we have Senator Plett, striding onto the stage with all the confidence of a seasoned performer. Armed with his trademark wit and biting sarcasm, he takes aim at Trudeau's housing debacle, highlighting the stark realities facing Canadians unable to find affordable homes.
Last week showed that 80% of Canadians, 80% believe owning a home is only for the rich. And among our youth, that figure rises to 90%. This is dreadful. Senator Gold, you've often claimed that the NDP Trudeau government has done more than any other on housing. Don't blame the Ontario government. In my view, spending more money and getting the absolute worst results is pure incompetence, leader. What do you call it?
Senator Gold.
He's got a point. Let's see how Trudeau's mouthpiece will respond.
I'm pointing out facts to this honourable chamber. The Government of Ontario promised that they'd have a plan to show how they would create 19,660 new affordable homes by 2028 and repair over 25,000 homes. Their plan now only reaches 28% of that target. They refused to show how they would ultimately meet it. They avoided that agreement with the federal government, and the residents of Ontario are the ones that are the losers.
Senator WHACKO.
With a furrowed brow and a practiced air of authority, Gold steps up to defend the government's record on housing. He weaves a narrative of partnership and responsibility, emphasizing the complexities of governance and the challenges of collaboration between federal, provincial, and municipal authorities. Yet, for all his eloquence, Gold's words fail to sway Plett, whose skepticism remains steadfast in the face of political spin. So basically his response is blaming Ontario for the Liberal NDP failures. Can't say I'm surprised at this point, to be honest.
WHACKO.
As the tension mounts, Senator WHACKO seizes the opportunity to deliver a knockout blow to Trudeau's credibility.
Senator Gold, Fidelity Investments Canada just released a report that shows that the majority of Canadian retirees, 60%, are financially supporting their adult children. The same report shows a whopping 82% of Canadian retirees indicate that inflation is negatively impacting their retirement. And almost half of pre-retirees say that the cost of living crisis created by this incompetent Trudeau government is delaying their scheduled retirement. So more and more Canadians are having to work longer to pay for your WHACKO policies and mismanagement. Senator Gold, are you going to tell Canadians and this chamber that it's just a coincidence that bad fiscal decisions by this government over the last 8.5 years have nothing to do with retirees struggling and being pummeled by the policies of this government?
Senator Gold.
With a single word, WHACKO, he cuts through the political theater like a lightning bolt, leaving the chamber stunned.
What I am going to tell this chamber, however, and my answer to you, you will understand it does not agree with any of your allegations, is that this government's management of this economy during these difficult times has provided the following results. Net debt to GDP ratio well below that of the G7 peers. Deficits are declining. Canada is only one of 2 G7 countries rated AAA by at least 2 of the 3 independent credit experts. With regard to inflation, notwithstanding the...
Hold up. Pause. Talking about having less debt than others might sound good, but let's face it, any amount of national debt is like a weight dragging us down. It's just another mess we're gonna be stuck cleaning up after the Liberals' spending spree.
And let us be clear. Independent analysts have shown that neither the price on pollution has an impact on inflation, and most recently, the Bank of Canada governor said that the federal budget will not have much of an effect on inflation. This is responsible management.
Senator
What a joke. It almost sounds like he doesn't even believe what's coming out of his own mouth.
Senator Gold, your government must have some special kind of blinders on. And the only people in this country with blinders on is this Trudeau government. Everyone else knows the level of incompetence that we're dealing with here. We have chaos in our university campuses. Crime and chaos is growing in our streets. More and more Canadians having to work longer. More and more young people turning to their parents for support But no, the Trudeau government has nothing to do with any of this. It's all a myth, according to what your answers are. The question is simple. Today's generation of Canadians have no hope.
Senator Gold,
As the curtain falls on another day in the Senate chamber, we're left with the lingering echoes of Plett's wit, Gold's spin, and House WHACKO's blunt honesty. But one thing is clear, the battle between Conservatives and Liberals rages on, with the Liberals desperately trying to find their footing amidst the wreckage of their own making.
To pay for your WHACKO policies and mismanagement.